and hospitality. Slugger feel the church, or we got duality. BB and who, we the real Kentucky. Cars fly together, that's our reality. From the west end to the east, Cardinal pride don't never cease. Throw your wheels up, let them know Louisville's here to run the show. Made for the field, yeah, we built different. Hills up high, keep them raised to the ceiling. Cardinal Nation, feel the ground shaking. Made for the real, history in the making. Made for the field, yeah, we built different. Hills up high, keep them raised to the feeling. Cardinal Nation, feel the ground shaking. Made for the field, Louisville taking over.
What up, good people of the Midnight Family? How's it going? Frontman James in the building, Robert Maxwell in the building, Jonathan. Of course, we got the lovely lady Lauren in the building, keeping these YouTube streets safe. Roman in the building, Mike Washington in the house. Everybody get on in here, pull up a chair. Let's go ahead and get through this Jackson State review. We know what we got right around the corner, but you know how we do. For at least 30 minutes, we got to enjoy it. I don't know if I can even hold us back for 30 minutes. I'll try to be a proper DJ for the Midnight Family. First comments, first takeaways. Okay, I see Mike Washington with the hot takes already. Frou knew what to do. Okay, is that where you want to start? Sananda Frou. Is he late to the party, or is he early in the growth stages? West End Wayne says, West End 67. Good evening. Marcus of the Midnight Fam team keeps building on each game. It's coming together. This could be a really special season. Coach is coming on with Bob. I wish I could put it out loud. I wish I could throw it out loud.
For something that's happened in 15 years, Louisville, Texas, 106-70. Tonight, the Cards didn't do so much with a three-point barrage, although they did make 10 in 33 attempts. But did it with the inside game, 50 points in the paint. They were 9 for 9 in dunks. Kanai Roos had a double-double, one of many superlative performances tonight. Roos 15 points and 16 points, 10 rebounds. Mikhail Brown Jr. barely missed a double-double with his 9 assists. To go with 18 points, he also had 5 rebounds. Louisville won 106-70. We'll hear from Coach Pat Kelsey next. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Robert Holt says, I thought Conwell was gunning tonight. I was having that conversation with Rummage, and I couldn't tell quite if maybe he was just trying to get his shots up, getting hot for the UK game. He is really mature.
brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See
I'm
why
gonna have to get a small speaker for my system over here. Actually, I could do that. Pretty good atmosphere at the game tonight. Brenda Sue in the building. Getting all these shout outs in here. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will get some headphones so we can listen to Coach Kelsey really quick. Give me about 60 seconds. I'll be right back. Boom. Let's go. We got to go blank for a second. Okay, give me a couple seconds. I'll be right back. Just jam for a few seconds.
From the 502, where we rep it true. Cardinal red, black and white, that's our crew. Ballin' hard on the court, scoring touchdowns too. Louisville's finest, we're coming through. Young center pack, freedom, all memories. Gridiron legends, Cardinal legacy. From Muhammad Ali to Lamar Jackson's fleet, we put on for the city, can't you see? Made for the Ville, yeah, we built different. L's up high, keep 'em raised to the ceiling. Cardinal Nation, feel the ground shaking. Made for the Ville, history in the making. Derby City flows, Southern hospitality.
I saw her at the half-court trap anyway. I thought you forced a lot of turnovers with the half-court trap and looked pretty impressive. Speaking of which, the guy in the half-court trap when you put it in, Kason Pryor came in and he was playing like a wild man. What'd you make out of his? It was great to see that kind of energy. Almost 16 minutes in his first game back. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, it was great to have him back out there.
I agree.
I think it was just, he even said it after the game. It was a start. It was a good start. But just, gosh, I mean, that's such a grueling rehab. I've never been through an ACL, but, I've been around a lot of players that have. Obviously, Kobe went through it. And it's a lonely, grueling, long road and process where you're just in the training room and you're making incremental progress every single day. And it's a long year, and I know he worked his butt off. So big shout out to Katie and, our medical team, our doctors, and everybody that's got him back out there. And it was awesome to see him. He is a Raptor out there in pressure when he's in a trap. He's got such long arms.
When you look at the stat sheet, a couple things always jump out. You had 50 paint points today. 50. That's pretty remarkable with the ability of your team to shoot from around the perimeter. But these numbers jumped. I mean, I don't know if they mean anything to you. They mean something to you. Isaac McNeely and Kobe Rogers were your two biggest plus-minus guys. McNeely was plus 33 and Rogers was plus 27. Do you put much stock in the plus-minus numbers, or is that a stat that you don't pay much attention to?
No, I do. I do look at plus-minus. I don't think it's the end-all, be-all. I think sometimes it can be a little bit deceiving and deceptive, but there's no question that both those guys impacted the game in a very positive way.
Well, there was everything else because they didn't have big scoring games, but they did things that obviously impacted the game. Like you said, another guy who always impacts the game is Mikael Brown. He did have incredible end-of-game numbers considering he seemed so quiet for much of the game. He wound up with 18 points, had 9 assists, shot 2 of 7, made all 6 of his free throws, but he did have 6 turnovers. I wanted to ask you about this. Do you think sometimes when a guy's that good a passer, it's almost like a bit of a curse? Because I swear he thinks he can throw it inside a teacup. He'll try and put it in the smallest window
Very,
sometimes.
Anthony.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, that's a good perspective. Yeah, he's a great passer and daring sometimes. I think a few of his passes were ill-advised and silly turnovers that we'll clean up, but he impacted the game in so many ways. I mean, 18 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal. You know, he was really good.
Ronnie,
We'll be back with more from Coach Kelsey.
Let me do this really quick, y'all.
Down, buckle up, put your phone down, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Can you still hear the commercial?
Paid with funds.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I don't need that in my ear then. Unless I go back to him. Okay, Brown did his thing. Okay, let's catch up now. Welcome, Midnight Family. Sorry about this the stumbling start to the show. Love Pride, he's the dude that irritates the other team. Yeah, you forget how animated he is. It didn't take long to remember. He was very animated. By the way, if you're listening on Twitter, the timer is on. Come join us on the YouTube channel because I'm gonna have to shut down the Twitter and the Facebook.
If my ex was after you,
He can have you.
you can have me.
In about 8 minutes. Twitter and Facebook is shut down in 8 minutes. So come join us. Fru was locked in. I wouldn't call him locked in. I'd say he's learning by each play. And the way they're talking to him, like you can tell they're trying to motivate him. Listen. And not only is your home your fortress, we're now, Citadel is now a window installation company as well. So make sure you throw that in there. Ooh. I was surprised at his dunk. I was surprised that he slowed down to make sure he dunked on him. But that caught me a little off guard. Pryor looked a lot healthier than I thought he would be, man. If we start talking the main starting takeaways, man, when I see how good Pryor looks running up and down, I really wish I would have had him on that court for the exhibitions. Even if, like I said, even if he just got some jogging in, I would have liked to see him. Listen, and you know me, I've been saying play it safe with Case and Pryor. I didn't expect him to be as confident in his wheels as he was. But I'm like, man, if he's this far along, he might be ready to go. I think he's so much more athletic than he's showing. I think he does just enough to dunk it. The hustle, hey man, and his hands, man, like he says a Raptor. Coach Kelsey described him as a Raptor, but I do like he's always disruptive in the passing lanes on the ball handlers. Getting his sea legs together. Like I said, Fru can be judged in two ways. Fru can be judged in like development and then grades for a particular night. Right? Particular night, I would definitely give him good grades as like watching him develop. But I'm still like, hold on. With Fru, I'm like, I'm always gonna say we're gonna need more out of you. Again, if you're watching this on Twitter or Facebook, I am posting a link on the YouTube channel. It is Made for the Ville. I just posted the link on Twitter, posted on Facebook. You got a few minutes, then we're gonna go to YouTube only. Yeah, when I talk about Sananda Frew, it's long-term development. And I mean long-term, like you got a month. You got to be punching more aggressive. You're taking the ball up more aggressive. I didn't count the falls tonight, but early on he had a fall that I was extremely frustrated with. Like, stay off the ground. We did a better job of staying off the ground. He hangs better than Scott. That's for sure. He didn't look like he was scared of getting re-injured. He can make free throws. Not yet. You're gonna need Michael Brown to be listen. You saw him if you were listening to Larry O'Bannon. He talked about how, Michael Brown kind of woke up a little bit. He definitely started playing with that ball a little more. Like, he knows a big game is right around the corner. Takes a long time for him to load up. I may give him more like rubber band workouts or something. Like explosion. You know how you skip with explosion and rubber bands? I'd probably put him on rubber band workouts to speed up his quick twitch. Listen, he has a look on his face, man. Kenai Roots has a look on his face like he could really be helpful. If I were ranking my surprises, my positive takeaways, it would probably be Case and Pryor, number one, but just by a little bit. Kenai Roots is getting more and more confident by the second. So Case and Kenai. I'm not going to give Sananda really great numbers just yet because we're going to need him. We're going to need him so bad. But Case and Pryor does take a little pressure off of Sananda Frew. I did see Devin Reed. He got in foul trouble quick, didn't he? 1 minute. If you're watching on Twitter, 1 minute. Join us on the YouTube channel. It's Made for the Ville. MadeForTheVille. We're going to get all Jackson State in, and then we're going to start talking about what stuff transfers or can transfer to the Kentucky game. So it's going to be a little bit of Kentucky preview and Jackson State bow tie. Yeah, I did hear the beat UK at the end of the game. That was pretty funny. But yeah, definitely come over to the YouTube channel Made for the Ville. Please hit the like button on your way in the door. Or I'm gonna just assume you just hate, or you just sideline watching from the bushes. You don't have to watch. Robert said 3, 2, 1, boom. Yeah, you don't have to watch from the bushes. Come participate in the chat. What? Yeah. If we saying surprising positive takeaways, we start with Pryor. There you go. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Come join us on the YouTube channel only, Made for the Ville. Robert set us up. Facebook, we shutting you down. And I did post the link. So if you're not familiar with the YouTube channel, just go to my Facebook or Twitter and hit the link. Facebook, we got to shut you down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Twitch, we got to shut you down in 3, 2, 1, bang. And Twitter, we got to shut you down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Okay. What's your personal roots jumping and dunking technically? He's getting better. He's getting better around traffic. I know Cardinal can't listen. He's getting better jumping around people in traffic. He is still more of a glider than a jumper. He and Sananda Prue kind of have a heavy load up. You would like to see him bounce and just be able to pop it down, but he's getting better at it. So I'm not extremely critical of him right now. He's lost weight, Connor Cam. He looked like he done lost weight since high school. Jason Parsons in the building. What's good? You can yes, better be. I thought the same thing. Like, I didn't panic. I wasn't panicked about seeing it because I knew it would show up some kind of way on YouTube. Ruffin, he's nice. He's nice, but he's a little too small. I disagree. Devin Reed, are you watching on regular old YouTube? Right, no need to panic. Listen, Jason, we're getting there. We have to talk about what transfers, though. What things you saw today that will transfer, what things won't transfer. It's not midnight yet. Listen, this is an early Jackson State game. I'm not gonna look. I'm not passing out any chair of shames. If you want to talk about how some of the stuff transfers to UK, yeah. I'll listen. I'll cut some slack on the shame. What's the Kentucky spread? Is it out yet? It's gonna be an environment. 5 assists, 4 steals. Oh, I am glad that we're excited about the game and it doesn't feel like, super nervous. Okay, I think our off-ball movement is going to transfer. I mean, Kentucky will have a much more disciplined team with their hands in the air and be able to get more deflections, and they'll be tougher to score around the basket because of their size. I like the Woolley load up on the dunk. Ball movement and effort will transfer. They got to keep their feet. They got to keep their feet. They got to keep their feet right, man. I'm telling you, if you start charting when they jump up to shoot a three-pointer and they kind of like do the hot, bring your hands down too quick or when they get out their rhythm in any way without following through on the shot with the shot in their legs, they have a really bad percentage, our team. And I'm worried that they're going to be too jacked up for UK and they'll do a lot of off-balance shots instead of just, lining up real good in the fundamentals. Yeah, you're going to have some good movement, some good strong movement. It's early. Yeah, I'd give a pass on this one. Gotta stay aggressive. Gotta stay aggressive. Gotta stay locked in. Okay, okay. I think it's 3 or 4. Is it 3 or 4 towards Louisville or what? I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to press Kentucky. I don't know if we'll be able to press Kentucky and get back the same way because they got some good lob catchers on the back end. We might have some lineups that can press, though. Have some lineups. Like I said, you got to factor in the foul bug, and it's Kentucky. He got tougher as the game went on, in my opinion. He did get tougher as the game went on. I 100% agree with that. I mean, yeah, again, I'm harsh on Frew because I know how bad we need him. When he doesn't dunk it immediately, I'm harsh on him. Case and Pryor, man, Case and Pryor is going to change up. Case and Pryor is going to change up my attitude a little bit on everything, I think. I'm going to have to go back and watch the game, see how I'm feeling by tomorrow morning. No, I've been watching. I do like seeing the press. I do like seeing the depth. Lowe is back. See now, if he's going to be back, that'll shake up your press plans a little bit as well. I don't know how many of those were really just him just kind of, oh, man. And this is me. It's hard to stay locked in and sharp when you jump out to 17-4. It's really hard to stay locked in and sharp when you're up 17-4. I know it's easy to say, every play is the most important play. It's tough. I know, Anthony. And listen, let's not say that tomorrow. Jason, we were all thinking the same thing at the beginning of the game. The kickouts from the rebounds. Although Coach Pitino would say that's the best shot. Say 18-9-5, he's good. Oh, God. Oh, Robert, what a great call. It is so early. You done brought up TV Teddy. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? We do have a team good enough to shoot them out. Uh-oh. Sweet Caroline, brought to you by one Gary Crump. You ask, and they're on deck, so I can't refuse. Cheers. Touching you, Sweet Caroline. Fuck you, Kate. I've never seen so good. So good. That's a good warm up. That's a good warm up. But we're going to be in here with Tuesday night, and it's going to be on repeat loop. Yeah. Like I said, analytics say the best shots come from the offensive rebounds. So that's the OG in me that hates it. I don't see other teams kicking it out as often as we do. That's an awesome warm up. I would like to be in here. I would like to be in here on a Tuesday night playing that over and over and over and getting copyright strikes and getting YouTube terms and services alerts. I'll just take it. I'll just accept it and appeal. I know what you're saying. Are you talking about Alex or the other guy? It's Alex, and I believe the other guy was Chris, saying we just got to get it done this year, no matter what. And then you look, and then you heard Steve. He's like, he just can't take another one, or you move along and accept that we're just gonna get busted by them. Emotions. We're gonna have the home crowd. It's gonna be rocking. I think we came out a little bit nervous in the Kansas game, so that's one of those things. Like I'm really. That's like high on my radar. How do they manage the nerves? And the downside when you when coach says things like just hooping, like fundamentals battle nerves. Fundamentals can fight through nerves, right? Sometimes it's not hooping. Sometimes you just need your fundamentals to get you through till you get relaxed. Or you go get a Michael Brown to take over. Best shot in years. I do agree with that. DL Osborne, we haven't played Sweet Caroline in quite some time. Let me see what do we got something going on post game? Let's tap in real quick. See if my radio brethren. Let me know if y'all can hear.
This stretch run of games coming up here, that the competition's going to get a lot more difficult, and it's going to start obviously on Tuesday, but you've got games further in the season against Cincinnati and Memphis and Tennessee and Arkansas. So the schedule only gets tougher, but some really nice tune-up games for Louisville, and now the real season starts. But right off the bat,
McMillan,
in this one,
7-15.
you get the return of Case and Pryor that everybody has been looking
10.
forward to. And to see him come out there and really play well and really give you solid minutes and look like he kind of had his feet underneath him, look like maybe he was a little tired at times, but still comes out, gives you 6 points. But it wasn't even about the points. It was just the energy that he brought to the floor and just having him back out there and him not really looking like he was thinking too much about the injury, which is
Sananda 12, 4,
80% of the battle.
Kanai
Once you're
16
healthy, is
and 10.
telling yourself that you're healthy and reminding yourself that you're healthy and trusting that knee, trusting that leg to go out there and plant and do the things, the basketball moves that he's used to doing. And he looked comfortable. Maybe he needed to work on the conditioning a little bit, but looked comfortable out there in his 16 minutes of play. So him being back out there was obviously the highlight of the night. But you got performances, double-digit performances from guys all up and down this roster. Obviously, Michael Brown, a little bit of a slow start for Kel.
Yeah, Jordan, I'm worried about those early nerves.
He turns it into 18 points in 26 minutes of play. He looked really, really good tonight. 9 assists to lead the Cards. Pat Kelsey will love that.
That could be
his point guard.
That could be a turning point for us.
5 rebounds for Michael Brown. Ryan Conwell, 19 points from him. 4 for 10 from the three-point line. 5 of 13 from the floor. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds from him. Just a fantastic performance from Conwell. But my guy, Kenai Ruths. I said it on Twitter. Your boy is the president of the Kenai Ruths fan club, and if anybody wants to join, they're more than welcome to. He was insane tonight, starting in place of Javon Hadley, who was out because of concussion protocol, and why rush it against Jackson State? But Kenai Ruths.
What, did you take the under?
Role. I think it was only the first time he started a game in his Louisville career. He is your Twin Peaks player of the game. Eats, drinks, scenic views. Kenai with a double-double tonight. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point land in his 24 minutes of play. Just an absolute dominant figure out there on the floor for Louisville. He is making that jump that we hoped he would make from that freshman year to the sophomore year. He looks physically different. I mean, Paul Rogers and made the comment with Kenai in the postgame about him looking like a superhero after the summer conditioning program, and he's absolutely right.
He's put in the work.
His body, and he's a presence. And Kenai said it. I want to make you feel me when I'm out there on the floor, and he did that tonight. I think for me, Kenai Ruths can fill that Dwayne Sutton type of role on this team. Obviously, a little bit different skill set between those two guys, but just that mentality, that dog mentality, this team needs that, especially when you get into these games in conference play that are slug.
I agree with this,
rock fights. You get into these types of games.
For sure. 100%.
Like that. And if
they said he could have went today if he really had to.
With Javon Hadley, you pair that with a case in Pryor. This is going to be a very, very difficult team for people to deal with. Not just nationally, not just in the
I'm
ACC.
glad you were smart enough to stay away from my risky picks.
They're going to be a problem in March if you continue to build on these type of performances. So Kenai Ruths, your Twin Peaks player of the game, eats, drinks, scenic views. I think honorable mention, we can do Ryan Conwell just because of the scoring that he gave tonight. But super impressed with Kenai Ruths. Absolutely love what he has, what it seems
concussion
like
protocol.
He
caught one of them straight elbows from Kamara, probably.
Love it. 8150-93.9 is the number.
Okay.
To jump in here tonight, we will go ahead and go to the phone lines. Loyal Lawrence will kick things off here on your Louisville basketball postgame show. What's up, Lawrence?
What up, Taylor, man? Well, I guess Ethan's not watching the game next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Even though,
I'm going to have to go back and chart the turnovers and see which turnovers were really were just Jackson State turnovers.
The minute the game's over with, they came on my timeline, told me that was going down Tuesday.
But it's good to have a lot of turnovers before a big game so you can lock in on taking care of the ball.
They better work out trying to win tomorrow night against, I don't know who they're playing.
Valparaiso.
But to me, tonight, the defense, you held this team to almost 70 points. But you cannot play defense like that against Kentucky next week.
I'm going to rely on Hadley to get past the early nerves to help us hold the line, to get past the nerves early.
And it's funny how Frew was more motivated when Caden Pryor came back tonight.
Ooh.
He seemed like a whole different type of player.
Not a bad point, Lawrence.
Is that the American game catching up with him? Or he's trying to tell Pat Kelsey, look, I can play more better than Pryor right now. But
It's competition, though.
After you get rebounds,
Like, it's a good
you
thing.
in the weight room. I don't know why
That's a
you're
good
not
thing.
going up more stronger with the ball.
And if they're not ego crazy about it, it's a
Seeing
good
him
thing.
running the court, getting dumped, and seeing everybody get eaten dumped.
That's a good thing.
And the only gripe I had about my Kel Brown game, like, he was kind of rushing some shots. Like do what you did in the first game. Let the game come to you. Yeah, you had 18 and 9 assists. I told you guys it's gonna be a game where you have only 15 and 9 because we got so many offensive.
I want Michael Brown to go be a star, though.
Great game tonight. If I was grading the defense, I'd probably give him like a B plus tonight. The offense is all gonna be A because we're gonna have offense no matter what. And these boys said they want Kentucky. They said they're ready for Kentucky.
Don't show your cards.
Next Tuesday, because y'all better bring it. Because they talking, they running.
Do y'all think we're gonna press?
They act like they won the game already. So guys, go out there and represent the city. Go Carl.
Do y'all think we're gonna press?
Appreciate the call, Lawrence. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like
Good call,
you don't want
Lawrence.
to discount Jackson State in this game. Are shifted to Tuesday. By halftime of this game, all eyes were shifted.
Looks
to
a
Tuesday.
lot more comfortable.
But Lawrence brings up a good
And
point.
he got
there about the
he got a
defense. For
lot.
me,
He got a
my
lot to
basketball
go.
fix is powered by Barnes Auto Service. The things that I wanted to see this team kind of take from this Jackson State game and improve upon as you go into that game Tuesday night. Interior defense for Louisville.
Tammy
Jackson
Red,
State
what you cooking
had
up,
too
Red
many
State?
opportunities to drive the lane and get to the basket. Now, they
Yeah,
didn't always
yeah, if,
finish at the basket, but they had too
If
many
Jalen Lowe is
opportunities
back,
in the
I don't think
lane.
they press.
I didn't necessarily like to see that. So Louisville on the interior defense, they're going to have to improve before that game Tuesday night. Big men,
he just got to take good
getting
shots.
to the basket and scoring for Louisville. You saw it happen a couple of times. Obviously,
He's gotta
finished
take
with
good
12
shots.
points tonight. But you've got to get more consistency from those guys getting the ball in the lane. There was a time where there was a pick and
Chucky.
roll in the first
We
half.
also had the
ball
defensive
and
player of the year,
scored.
the ACC defensive player of the year.
The
Giving
motion
Chucky,
and the manner
giving
with which
Jalen
he
Lowe a
got
hard
to the
time.
basket, I'm like, if this was anybody other than Jackson State, that's a turnover. Or he's
Yeah, I'm okay with the option throwing it at him once or twice.
It felt like it took an eternity.
But yeah,
for
I
him to
hate
settle with the
that.
ball
I
and
hate
get to
that
the
lob
basket.
threat on the back end
Those
of the
are
press.
things that they're going to have to continue to clean up. There were times in that second half. Now, obviously, when you're blowing a team out like Louisville did tonight, 106-70, the final.
Ooh.
The play can get a little sloppy.
He's already done that.
And there were
He's put in
instances
the
in
work.
that second half where it looked a little sloppy. You saw
He's
some
put in
turnovers.
the work on the coach.
Michael Brown had the one where it looked like he was trying to get the ball to McNeely, but he ended up throwing it
I
out of bounds.
don't
Those are
think he's
things-
fighting egos.
Yeah, it's a blowout game. So
Yeah,
you can
there
look
might be a
past
little
those, but
pop
those
up
are
here and there,
the
but I don't think
mental
he's in a
errors,
dog
the
fight.
sharpness
I mean,
that
listen,
Louisville's going to need to have
that
in that game.
that story with your
against
boy, the recruit,
the team up the road on Tuesday
Tyron
night. Just
Stokes.
some little things. Like I said, there's
he seems like
so
he's
many
good at
things to be
sniffing it
excited
out.
about, and obviously offensively, Louisville, you feel like this is the second game over 100 points. Like, you feel like offense is not going to be an issue for them. But you do.
You missed the 3-2-1
They do
bang.
need to adjust a few things defensively. I think
I
Louisville
like it if
defensively
they
is at
really
their
can
best
commit
when
and
they're
get him
trapping
off
and
the
they're
back
pressing.
end lob.
And we saw them do that a lot in the first
Yeah,
half.
take a second,
which
hit the
led
like
to a
button,
ton
please,
of
good
turnovers
people.
for Jackson State. That's when Louisville's at their best.
If
and I
he-
want to see them do
listen,
more of that.
If Michael
as
Brown
we move through the season,
gets an
because I
early
think
jump
that can
on
be-
Jalen Lowe,
that can be a really good weapon for them on the defensive side of the ball. Let's go back to the phone line.
'Cause he's gonna want
is the number. Kathy
to
has
prove
waited. Kathy,
himself
welcome in.
against Michael Brown more than anybody on the court.
I'm going to beat Lawrence, loyal Lawrence. But now
she was
I'm
talking about
gonna tell
Lauren.
you what happened to me. I was running my mouth.
He
to
did a
my
great
GI
job,
doctor, and
Dustin. He
he's
did
a
an
KU
excellent
grad,
job.
And he told me, he said, Kathy, why are you worrying about this game already? He said, it's just an exhibit. Well, I'll be darned if we didn't lose. So I understand what the Louisville and Kentucky fans are doing because I did it myself. But there's just when we play them, our guys seem to get a little bit nervous. And, you know, we can't be putting up a bunch of threes and, you know, missing them by a mile. And I will have to say, I think our free throw shooting has improved. And we really need that Tuesday night because we need every point we can get. And personally, I know what I want to happen. I hope we blow him out of the gym. So old Big Daddy keep his mouth shut. But anyway, I thought the game tonight was good. I was sure glad to
Got to
see
take care of the ball.
Kaysen back. You say that Javon Hadley was in concussion protocol. Well, I hope he'll be able to play Tuesday. But Taylor, I have a suggestion. I would like you to start doing a segment on your program on the post-game or pre-game show. Mm-hmm. Where are they now? Like, I know DeJuan Wheat is coaching at Simmons College, but there are some others, like, I always wonder what happened to, well, I know about Marcus Maben, but Reese Gaines, Milt Wagner. We know about...
Let's go!
But Terrence Edwards, did he get on some roster? Is he playing overseas?
Let's go,
Chucky is with the Raptors, and I listen to their games sometimes, and I know that he's playing some, and of course,
we got to get Kathy in here.
Lighting up the world.
We got to get Kathy.
Anyway, I'd like to see you do a
throwback
special on that, and I'd like to see the football side do it because we've had several great players. We know where Eric Wood is. He is a
gosh darn it
color analyst for the Buffalo Bills, and I would love to see Harry Douglas.
I was getting ready to just I was getting ready to call Reese
and do a game with Louisville.
I just grabbed the phone. Sorry about that, y'all.
Is funny, and I think he would do a wonderful job. And so on that note,
okay, so you got him out quick.
And Clyde's here beside me, letting me pet him. So anyway, he doesn't like it when I hoot and holler. He goes and hides under the bed. So I will talk to you probably Tuesday night after the game, and hopefully we can have the L's up, no L's down, that we've won. I don't care if it's 1 point, 3 points, 55 points, or whatever, just so we get a win. So I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. He might be. Hold on. Hold on. I think he's overseas. Okay.
VTB United League.
We just hit up Reese. Let me look at this. ESPN Kentucky matchup predicted Louisville 77%.
So there you go.
Ooh.
So that is where Terrence Edwards.
I don't trust any of it. Look, and ESPN is dealing with gambling issues.
Defensive player of the game.
Listen, I'm worried about my fantasy football. I'm worried about my fantasy football because I forgot it was Thursday night.
I'm going to go with Kobe Rogers tonight because of those 4 steals that he had in this one. That's an impressive stat. I love Kobe Rogers. I love the fire and the energy that he brings to the team. I think you can see now why this coaching staff was so excited to get him healthy and get him.
Hold on. That's pretty funny.
But I've been around the student section for the past few games, and I just can't help but wonder why is our arena so empty?
Oh God.
Well, I appreciate the call, Isaac. Thanks, buddy.
Because we're good and it's Jackson State.
That it is due in large part to the fact that it is a Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
And we're good.
Jackson State.
And it's Jackson State.
I think is the biggest reason for that. Now, if we're looking at, Tuesday night,
they're gonna be able to make some noise.
It's not gonna look like that on Tuesday night.
Not yet. I'm not ready for. I'm ready for nerdy basketball talk, not score predictions just yet. Ooh, we can go full Pat Kelsey. Post game.
You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it on Tuesday night, man. If you're in the
Okay.
area, it's gonna.
I don't see it just yet.
But now you mentioned that, I remember the Kansas game was.
Okay, we got the players post.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay, got the players
Absolutely,
post.
buddy. Take care, man. There you go. We got a.
Okay,
we got a school and educate
okay.
Our freshmen.
Let's go right here.
Get them well versed in all things.
How long ago was that? 20. Okay, let's do
It'll
it.
be interesting when Isaac calls.
Good call. Again, it's Louisville and we're good. Let's do it. Let's do it. You asked. Let's do it.
Is my heartfelt thoughts and deep prayers go out to all the people affected by the horrible tragedy that happened a couple nights ago here in our beloved.
Can y'all hear that clear or not?
I think before we went into the game, it was reported that there's been 13 total fatalities. And obviously,
let me know if you can hear it or not.
Ones that are left behind.
Yeah, it's low on their end.
I just want them to know we Louisvillians will put our arms around you and love you and be there for you.
Can you hear, Coach?
That's what great communities do when tragedies like this happen. They come together. I think Mayor Greenberg tweeted before the game or during the game the names of the flight crew. Captain Richard Wartenberg.
I'm listening. I just got to get a refill.
Officer Lee Truitt. International Release Officer Captain Dana Diamond. I'm sure that there were heroics on that flight to limit the damage and the carnage as much as they could. Huge thank you to our fire department, our police department, and all the first responders. When things like this happen and normal human beings run away from it, they run toward it. I have people in my family that are in the fire department, and they put their lives, police department, they put their lives on the line. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that first, and again, extend our prayers for the souls of the people that we lost and for the people that were left behind. As far as tonight's game, I give Coach Williams a lot of credit at Jackson State. The first two games, from a defensive standpoint, I just saw a different team out there tonight, and that's the mark of a good coach. I think how those guys got beat really bad at Illinois, and I watched every second of it. And you can go two ways. You can either go farther that way, or you can draw a line, and you can just tell. So big tip of the cap to them. I thought those guys came out stinking competed. point guard, 24, former McDonald's All-American. He's a handful. That cat can go. Got a bunch
Former
of really good
McDonald's
one-on-one
All-American.
players. But I'm proud of our guys. You know, we hit all of our kind of metrics that we look at in terms of effort, from a rebounding standpoint, deflections, all those things. You know, Zoo had 3 big offensive rebounds in 10 minutes of play.
I gave it
Sonata
everything
had
I
4
can with the
offensive rebounds.
sound.
They had 5 offensive rebounds in like the first 6 minutes of the game, and they only had 2 the rest of the game, and we held them to 17%. So I was very, very pleased with that.
You got to get mad at
Kobe
them.
Rogers, who's the catalyst off the bench for us, team captain. His role and his job is to raise the level of intensity when he comes in the game. And I thought he's done a phenomenal job of that, accepting that role, embracing that role. Kobe had 7, 5, and 4 and 0 turnovers. And it's what his job is, and I thought he did a really good job of that. Kanai continues to really impress. Had 16 and 10 tonight. We always say next man up with Javon going down. And, you know, Kanai stepped up, and it's so awesome to see KP back out there again. I mean, that is a long, grueling,
That's funny.
lonely journey when you're recovering from a injury like that. I've never had an ACL, but I've been around a lot of players that have. Kobe, who got hurt for us at College of Charleston in his last game. And that moment when they checked back in the game, shout out to our fan base and the people that were at the Yum today.
Acknowledge
The
him.
ovation that KP got was awesome and well-deserved. It was just great to see him out there again. It's going to take a little bit of time, incrementally. He's going to get more comfortable and better and more in a rhythm. But it was awesome to see him out there being KP and flying around and deflecting and wreaking havoc and stuff like that. So it was really, really good to see.
And he's sticking to the game plan. I like that.
Coach, the style of your team this year, you know, pressing full court, you know, sending in a lot of subs, a lot of motion offensively, a very aggressive defensively. The grind that your team seems to put on the opposition is not only a physical grind, but also like a psychological grind to the opposition. It seems like they start to kind of slip and miss some assignments. Is that part of what you're trying to get out of that?
Yeah. I like to think like, you know, the things that we really value are pace, offensive rebounding, the relentlessness, the fact that we have, you mentioned it, a lot of depth on our roster and, you know, playing at a really high standard from an effort standpoint.
That's
is
funny.
The standard. And
It sounded like it. It came through the TV, but you can speak for to it better than us.
Over and over again throughout the game. Is
I
that
agree.
the
I didn't expect him to be
effect, the cumulative pressure of all that.
that turned
pace
up.
From an offensive standpoint, the offensive rebound, the activity, how hard our guys play. You like to think that, you know, you try to break teams eventually through that. So, yeah, that's definitely the philosophy.
Pat, I kind of want to go off that point you mentioned about seeing what Kaysen's gone through and the journey. You've been there through his journey. You've seen the highs, the lows over the last year. I guess talk about his persistence, his determination to get through this, and what that's been like as a head coach to see him grind through this until he got to the court.
Yeah, I mean, geez, we all remember the level he was playing at last year in the Bahamas. I mean, that's when the revival start reviving, right? We went down there and it was on, and you know, Chucky took off.
Timeout execution.
Javon, I mean, all those guys. It was really, really rolling, and just like the air out of the balloon, man, when that kid went down, and it was like friendly fire too. I mean,
Yeah, Jason. I think a lot of people say the same thing.
I mean, that was like a football injury where it was impact. Like Chucky got pushed and flow into him, and it was a gruesome deal. And he did some major damage there. He was diligent in his rehab. He worked really hard.
Awesome.
Kaysen's an awesome dude.
Awesome.
He's eccentric. He's got all the stuff, and watching him warm up out there, I saw it on social media. What the heck he's wearing? I mean, Kaysen's 101. He's 101. He
That's
marches
awesome.
to the beat of his own drum, but that's why we love him. But he's got a great heart. Kaysen's got a great heart, man. He's great to coach. He wants to be coached hard. Like, I get on that cat. And it's like, yes, coach. I'm just so excited he's
That's
back.
good.
He's
That's
gonna
good energy.
Allow our team to even go to a whole other level. And it's a process. Like, this is the first time. And we weren't really sure. And then all of a sudden, Javon went down, and we were like, you ready? He's like, I'm ready. Let's do it. So it was kind of like a last-second deal. But it's awesome to see him back out and see him get to the other side of all that.
Javon, just any update on him?
Great backstory.
From Tuesday against UK?
Yeah, I hope so. We're hoping so. I don't have an update on him.
He's pulling a Jeff Brom.
Just to follow up with that, I was just curious as to when he entered the protocol. Like, was that something that happened Tuesday or Wednesday or even maybe today?
Yeah, I mean, it was when he got hit the other night at the game, and then checked him out and it was good, and then he just started. It was like a day later, so he just
Don't be answering that question, Coach. Tell him mind his business.
There was just some things they were a little concerned about, so we're just being very cautious with it. It's a long season, and obviously those are things you don't want to mess with. So we're just kind of being careful with him tonight.
Y'all can't see it. Sorry. Reese gonna join us.
Coach, it wasn't the most efficient night shooting from the perimeter.
He's not gonna join us tonight, but
even with that,
he's gonna join
to
us.
106 points on the night. Shot super high percentage inside the arc.
Doing a great
Just
job.
Talk about it. It seems like the team is getting much more comfortable getting the ball, pocket passes into the paint, attacking at the rim. Can you just talk about that?
Yeah, but it is a lonely rehab.
Yeah,
I know what he's saying.
I mean, I felt like we got good looks in the second half. As long as we're hunting great, I sleep like a baby. We're taking good shots, in range, in rhythm, and they're going to fall.
Coach, got to keep them feet still.
Right. We call it force. The force. We
Balance.
On that paint, and that either could become off the dribble or off the pass on pocket passes, offensive rebounds. Like, we want the ball in the paint, and then I thought our bigs did an unbelievable job of securing offensive rebounds. If they didn't have a clean layup, they were kicking out for open threes.
Right.
But yeah.
Right. You fishing.
Whatever the first
You're trying to make a story.
Threes in the game. There's like, is that all you're going to do? I was like, no, all we talk about is touching.
Got to finish.
And I think we had 50-something paint points tonight or something like that. So.
We need Reese on here Tuesday.
Game is chanting about somebody. Your next game is kind of a big
Tuesday night or Tuesday day.
When you walk off that podium, you start turning your attention. But
I watched him the other day. He's doing all right.
Of the program here,
he's doing decent.
What are your feelings going into that?
Yeah, I heard it. I know. I'm very well aware how much it means. It means to this entire state. It means a ton to their fan base. It means a ton to our fan base. It means a ton for college basketball. That rivalry is very important to college basketball, and it's one of the things that makes college basketball great, are great rivalries. I didn't need to say much to our guys in the locker room afterwards. They know the deal, so it's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere here at the Yum Center. It took me a while to get used to, but I've told you guys many times, going around town here and people recognizing me as the head coach at Louisville, because it's a very recognizable
Still
person.
enjoying it. Good job.
I'm used to it now, and it's still really cool. I love to take pictures and see people and all that stuff, and everybody, Coach Kels, everybody mentions that game. I get it. I understand.
Yeah, he's like, I know.
We're excited. It'll be a great couple days.
Trust me, I know.
It's going to be a big-time college basketball atmosphere.
Pat, you kind of talked about this a little bit in your beginning comments, but with
nobody works on Friday.
Big loss to Illinois.
Come on now.
They were out-rebounded 61-19.
Gary and Lauren, they front. Nobody works on Friday.
Kind of impact. I know you guys still out-rebounded them by 20, but did Hadley's not being available kind of impact your all's ability on the boards, or was this just something where Jackson State just was coming off a bad game and just got a little more fired up and got a little more active on the boards?
I think the first thing you got to understand is our offense is, I don't care about plus 20. I don't care about that. I care about the percentage of misses that we get back. And the percentage of misses that we get back. It's offensive rebounding percentage and it's defensive rebounding percentage. We got 41% of our misses back. So the best in the country gets about
That's pretty funny, Jason.
9, right? So that would be the 100th percentile in offensive rebounding percentage. That tells me our guys
Great win, Christian.
crashing the glass. And then conversely, they got 17% of their misses. So that
Shout out, appreciate it.
100th percentile of defensive rebounding. Not that our guys competed their butts off.
We discussed it for a little bit at the end of the first hour, I think.
They competed. They scrapped.
Maybe the end of the second hour. I don't. Yeah, I think end of the first hour.
All my metrics said we played hard as crap.
Yeah, we talked about is that a tip of the cap towards Kelsey?
All right, thank you.
Or is it still a miss? Okay, coach. That's what I'm saying. She is the boss. Talking about she got to work. She run the whole job site. Listen, Christian, see, you are a little late in here, Christian. I took the reins off. I banned the chair of shame for tonight. I loosened the reins on the chair of shame because it's unavoidable to be able to talk about Kentucky and compare what we saw tonight, what will work in the Kentucky game and what will not work. We talked about that a little bit. I know some people that weren't on the YouTube channel didn't get to hear all of that part of the conversation, but it's all good. No. Yeah, we're not going full chair of shame. We're not going full chair of shame at all with the Kentucky mentions. Again, the reason I'm harsh on Sananda Frew and Kenai Roos and anybody with athleticism or elite skill that will match up to Kentucky, I'm going to be extra harsh on them. After the Kentucky game, I'll allow people to grow without my same level of harsh judgment. So that part of tonight's show is different from the Jackson State part of it. Like I said, I didn't think Michael Brown's turnovers were really turnovers you worry about. I mean, there's a couple you just can't let happen. I need Kenai Roos to value his athleticism in traffic. He has to believe that he can dunk over somebody. He has to believe that he can power through somebody. He's doing it little by little, but he has to really believe. And you could tell by the way Michael Brown was those lobs that Michael Brown was throwing to Sananda Frew, and Sananda Frew was just grabbing them, coming down and going back up. Michael Brown's looking at other teams and watching those guys dunk that, and he's trying to let Sananda Frew know you got to be ready for the alley-oop. If your man comes up to help out against me, I'm throwing the alley-oop, and you got to be ready for it. You can't be flat-footed. To me, that's the biggest growth we need to have around the basket is Sananda Frew has to know if his man is off of him, it's going to be an alley-oop. Michael Brown has been playing with some really athletic bigs, and he's not getting frustrated because he knows Sananda Frew's not like that. And Michael Brown's a lot younger than Sananda Frew, but they gotta get that chemistry to know, dude, I'm throwing this ball up to you. You got to be ready to finish it out. It's not, against the good teams. If you got to dunk it on the alley-oop, you can't come down and go back up because the play is going to be dead. So I can tell Michael is talking to Sananda Frew with a lot of urgency, which is a great thing because everybody is talking to Sananda Frew with urgency. You got to be ready to finish that. You can't play walking on your tiptoes. You gotta play out of your hamstrings, not your tiptoes. And when you get on schedule and you show me what you got, you're still behind schedule. That's the conversation. Pace turnovers, decision turnovers, or opponent turnovers, like opponent-centric turnovers. You're going to blow them out regardless of if this is a turnover or not. I could come up with a different word for that. If you can't just look at you, yeah, listen, he got injured 4 or 5 months after case and prior. I mean, maybe because he's younger, he heals faster. Maybe he might be crazier. Yeah. Even Coach Davenport would say, Marcus, man, 82% of the rebounds are got under the rim. You don't have to be above the rim to get every rebound. Coach Crum would be like, Marcus, if you can jump so high over the rim, why do you only have 3 rebounds? Because they're 6'10", Coach. It's a long way for me to come down. When I go up there, it takes a long time to go up and a long time to come down. And I'm scared. And I hate falling on my head trying to rebound. I hate elbows from 7-footers. The only concussion I ever got was trying to rebound, Coach. I like getting in transition, Coach. Think my talents can be used elsewhere. Look, even just, I should have said that. Ooh, I think he held back some of his dunks. Eventually. I'm too hard on Fru or can I? Because listen, either one, I agree with you. I 100% agree. I'm too hard on the people I know I need. Some people, I'll give you time to develop. Some people I need immediately. I can't help it. He just been in my ear for so long. Ooh, I didn't know he's been growing. Just D up, get him get Michael Brown involved in the defense part of it really early. Get him to the line. Chucky Hepburn was good at pump faking somebody, getting a foul or two early, and going to the line. That was Chucky Hepburn's calling card as a mature guard. That's what made him first team. Not just the pace, but we need a bucket. Let me get a pump fake and a foul. That's how he neutralized Jalen Lowe. That's how when we played the top point guards, he got him under control. He pump faked him. Kanai. Yeah, I'm sure I'm harsh on Kanai. You don't think he deserves it? Listen, it's 2025. You go get transfers nowadays. You don't take 3 years to develop a guy. 2 years in, you need results. Have you been watching these freshmen around the country? These freshmen are killing it. I can go to Kanai and be like, dude, there's people younger than you killing it. Mm-hmm. Monday night, we'll have a pregame show. We'll definitely have a Louisville Cal football postgame show. I'm going to 100% have giveaways coming up. So if you're watching on Twitter, which I see you are, follow the Made for the Ville YouTube channel to be ready for the giveaways. And get the day show. Good stuff in the day show. The giveaways, the pre-games, the post-games, all that good stuff. Trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. We'll have a much more organized layout of the game and the predictions moving forward tomorrow. Yeah, again, if you're catching up on Twitter, go back and watch the entire show on the YouTube channel. We got the Coach Kelsey press conference. We got a little bit of the 93.9. Appreciate the shout out, Kathy. What else? I don't think I'm missing anything else. Okay, good people, get a little bit of rest. We'll be up at 10 in the morning. Follow the channel. We'll be flying on the midday show. And Cal post-game show will be right here, ready to roll. All right, it is still technically Thursday night. I see Gary and Lauren trying to get to bed early, like everybody got to work. Everybody's going to work late and leaving early. All right, good people. Signing off from the Midnight Family, Made for the Ville.
From the 502, where we rep it true. Cardinal red, black and white, that's our crew. Ballin' hard on the court, scoring touchdowns too. Louisville's finest, we're coming through. Young center pack, freedom, all memories. Gridiron legends, Cardinal legacy. From Muhammad Ali to Lamar Jackson's fleet, we put on for the city, can't you see? Made for the Ville, yeah, we built different. L's up high, keep them raised to the ceiling. Cardinal Nation, feel the ground shaking. Made for the Ville, history in the making. Derby City flow, Southern hospitality. Slugger field the church, or we got duality. BB and who, we the real Kentucky. Cars fly together, that's our reality. From the west end to the east, Cardinal pride don't never cease. Throw your wheels up, let them know. Louisville's here to run the show. Made for the Ville, yeah, we built different. L's up high, keep them raised to the ceiling. Cardinal Nation, feel the ground shaking. Made for the Ville, history in the making. Made for the Ville, yeah, we built different. L's up high, keep them raised to the feeling. Cardinal Nation, feel the ground shaking. Made for the Ville, Louisville taking over.